What's up, everybody? Chris here with another exciting episode of Chris's Arcade. I'm Chris, and welcome to my arcade, where I discuss weird and fun topics, games, 80s and 90s nostalgia, and of course, things going on today. Now, I also have special guests on my show, and speaking of special guests, I am so excited to introduce today's guest. He's a Hollywood actor known for The Mighty Ducks, Heavyweights, Gossip Girl, and more. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the one and only Aaron Schwartz. Aaron, what's up, my man? Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
I see you've got some Starbucks going on there.
Yes, it's my late day Starbucks. Little energy.
Now, Aaron, in 1995, one of the best 90s movies ever created was Heavyweights.
Well, you're gonna love camp, man. Camp is awesome. Plus, no one picks on you because you're not the fat kid. Everybody's the fat kid. Just stick with me, Jerry, because I'm the man.
Now, you played Jerry Gardner, a kid whose parents lure him into going to a really fun fat camp with the promise of quick weight loss and good times, only to find out that the camp is a hellhole ran by psycho ex-fitness guru Tony Perkis, played by the one and only Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
Cody wants to have fun. All right, Cody, let's have some fun.
Whoa!
I'm on the top of the world! Yeah! How's this for fun, Cody? Sam, why don't you come out and join me?
Oh yeah, I'm on my way. He's gonna get us killed. We gotta do something about this.
Yeah, man, but what?
What's that? I missed it.
I was just saying we need a little rest.
Yeah.
Good idea. Let's take an hour meditation break. Then we're gonna climb that 1,000-foot rock face over there with our bare hands and feet. I know you can do it. Until then, observe the silence of the chi.
Aaron, tell me, what did you love best about working on that movie?
It was my second film. I think I was 14 at the time. Everything, it was great to be the lead character, but that means I got to work more, and, I just loved work. I loved being on set all the time. The worst moments were when you went back and you had to go back home and then you had to come to the set again. Right when you got to the set, I was just like psyched to be there. So I'd say just working, just being on the set, being around like some incredible people. You knew they were incredible even before, they were who they were. You got Judd Apatow. It was his first film, and he was just amazing. Everybody, a bunch of little kids. Everybody was a kid on this set, just having fun.
That was fun. Let's do it again.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there anything you disliked about working on the set of that film?
Disliked. It was summertime in North Carolina. It was pretty hot. I have a huge phobia of bees. Had that since I was a little kid. Starting to get over it, but I still have a few issues with bees. But at the time, it was just bee nests all over the place. So there were a couple times I messed up a couple takes, running away, running out of frame. So that would probably be pretty much the only thing. Other than that, it's like, it was a dream come true doing something like that.
Any fun behind-the-scenes memories or stories you'd like to share?
Oh, man, there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stories. Ben Stiller would walk around lifting weights all the time. Like, it was amazing. Like, the guy was, he is hilarious. I think he's one of the funniest comedians out there, but people don't realize that he's actually method. So when he has a character, he will, he'll be in that character. He'll lift weights. He'll make sure he's eating. And at the time, everybody in the mid-90s, people thought eating a bowl of pasta was going to get them skinny. So, this guy would load up on carbs and then just lift weights nonstop. That was his routine. So that was something that stood out that I remember that a lot of people don't know. It's fun to watch.
Now, during the filming of Heavyweights, was there ever a scene where you were working with Ben Stiller and you just lost it?
There's actually a scene in the movie, in the bunk, when he's talking to everybody, he's asking all the kids where they found all the candy, and he comes up to me and he starts asking me about my father, and he says, "I'm sure your father, Maury Garner." And right then I lost it, because he would ad-lib, he would bring out the craziest stuff, and that I lost it, and they kept it in there. So you can actually see the movie, and you can see me right before they cut away, me like hand over my face cracking up.
Anyone who brings candy into this camp is not your friend. He is a destroyer. Do you understand that, Gerald Garner? Do you?
Well, it looks like Camp Hope worked well for you, my man. I mean, dude, you look great.
Thank you. Yes. I didn't know this was going to be a videotaped interview, so I just texted you before, and I was like, well, I don't know if I'm ready for this because I'm in my gym gear. Maybe I should put a button-down shirt, but yeah.
Nah, dude, you look fine, man. You look great, dude. Dude, it's all about the fun. Chris's Arcade, man.
Thanks, brother.
Now, as a kid, being asked to star in a movie about going to fat camp.
Excuse me, you don't call it fat camp. Let's get this right. Yeah, it's fat camp.
It's a fat camp! Are you crazy? No way! I'm not going to a camp with a bunch of fat loads.
Looking back at that age, every kid pretty much goes through weird changes with puberty and just weight change. Did you ever feel insecure at that age playing an overweight kid who goes to fat camp?
Yeah. As a little kid and you're chubby, you get made fun of, and you go through all the things that they wrote in the movie that you go through. People call you names, and it happens to anybody who's a little overweight and they're elementary school. So yeah, this insecurity in the background, but at the same time, it was kind of empowering, to be asked to do a film and to be the lead in a film about heavy kids, and I thought it was empowering, and at the end of the day, I was doing a movie. And I was like, I didn't really, after a while, I just didn't care. I just loved it. Yeah. And I got to eat as much as I wanted to, Yeah,
I just wanted to ask, about being that age and being asked to star in a movie based around heavy kids, It was definitely, in the beginning, it definitely was a little tough, but I got used to it very quickly. Yeah. Now let's go back a few years to 1992, another one of my favorite 90s movies, Walt Disney's The Mighty Ducks.
The Ducks? We're the Ducks? Man, what brain dead jerk came up with that name?
As a matter of fact, I did.
Now you played Dave Karp, a terrific character, may I add. Was this your very first film you were ever in?
It was my very first film. It was maybe a year, 2 years after I got into acting. It was heaven on earth.
Dude, the most memorable and hilarious scene is when you get knocked out by that hockey puck. Dude, your face is just hysterical.
Defense, Sharp! Defense! Come on!
I don't want to go to school today, Mom.
Carp, how many fingers am I holding up?
You wouldn't know that anyway.
Shut up, Peter. Carp, you okay?
Just look at this.
The Carpster! You just had to stop the puck, Mr. Carpellani.
Let's get you off the ice. Come on. Get him on the bench, Charles. Okay.
Yeah, it was great. That was fun. It was fun to do that scene, and we did that scene a lot. And I think at the beginning I really didn't understand. I didn't, at that age, you don't really get slapstick. And then at one point it just hit me. I was like, okay, this is what they want. And it was great. It was great to work with Emilio Estevez, who was, he's a mensch, as they say in Yiddish.
Now, did you think that film was going to be so huge that it would actually spawn the Mighty Ducks NHL hockey team?
No, we had no idea. It went through different names. At first it started with the Lucky Ducks. When I got hired for it, it was the Lucky Ducks. And then it went into Bombay, named after Coach Bombay. And then right near the end, it went into the Mighty Ducks. They changed it into Mighty Ducks. We had no clue. We thought it was a goofy, funny crazy movie. All we knew is that we had a blast. We all felt like family. We all cried when we had to leave because we all we were there for quite a bit of time because we all lied and said that we knew how to play hockey, knew how to ice skate, and we all didn't. We all lied. So they spent about a month and a half teaching us. So we were there for almost like 5 months. So yeah, it was a family. So, you know, it's we didn't really expect it to be that way. We just kind of realized this was fun. This is great. Hope everybody else sees the same thing. And luckily they did.
Now, in between the Mighty Ducks and Heavyweights, you were a recurring actor in the hit Nickelodeon series, The Adventures of Pete and Pete. Tell me about that.
Well, that was probably my favorite thing that I've booked because I was a little kid watching Nickelodeon, and I would watch because at the time Pete and Pete was like little snippets in between shows, and I would watch them and go, I want to be on that show.
On drums, a kid who's wanted in 21 states for the crime of rockin'. He's Clem, Mutton Chop Linnell.
My daddy was a rattlesnake, and my mama wore a six-gun.
Loved little Pete. I wanted to be his friend. I was starstruck. And I got an audition for it right when I started acting. Before the Ducks booked a small role on it, non-speaking, and I was like, this is it. I did it. I got on Pete and Pete. And then afterwards, me and Danny knew each other. He asked me to come in and read for a role, and I came in and got on Pete and Pete. That was more of a dream come true than the other movies because that was my childhood. That was while I was a child, but it was my younger childhood. I was obsessed with Pete and Pete, so I was happy to be a part of it, growing into the half-an-hour series that it was.
Dude, I am still a fan of that show, man. I still watch it.
I love it. I still watch some of the ones. There's other ones that I wasn't in that I'm just like, it was just a genius kids show. They don't make those like that anymore.
It was way ahead of its time, you know?
It was like a little dark, a little weird, but it was also, it was still kid friendly. It had the perfect medium. Yeah.
And I gotta add, man, the intro song, Hey Sandy by Polaris, dude, such a kick-ass song, man.
Kick-ass song.
Hey, smiling strange, you looking happily deranged. I can't settle a shimmy, or have you picked your target yet? Hey,
And
Sandy.
they also hired a bunch of musicians. They loved, all the people that did that show loved musicians. They loved music. And we had, some of the biggest, Iggy Pop, Marshall Crenshaw, they threw the gamut of great musicians, and they put them in the role, Michael Stipe, and put them in the role as an actor, even if they couldn't act, and it was great.
Now, are you still friends with Danny Tamborelli?
I am, yeah, still friends with him. Good guy. He's in a band, and he tours all over the place.
What band is he in?
It's a band called Jounce. Yeah, it's a really great band, kind of like a jam band. They're different, they're fun to watch, yeah.
Now, Aaron, after making films in the early 90s, you took a pretty long break, but then you got right back into it in 2009, being featured on shows like Guiding Light, Law & Order, and everybody's favorite, Gossip Girl. Now, tell everyone who you played in Gossip Girl.
I played Dorota's love interest. Dorota was the maid. I played her love interest, the Russian doorman, Vanya.
Then I must do something before you die. Dorota, from the first moment I saw you, I knew you were princess. And every day you make me feel like king. Will you marry me?
Yes, of course I will marry you.
And he was kind of like a, Don Nazi Russian guy who was a doorman, and he was all over the place. Fun character to play.
A very successful series, and once again, man, you did a phenomenal job.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Aaron, you're still at it today, man. Tell us about a new film coming out soon starring yourself and Maria Sten called When It Burns.
When It Burns. It's a little different than most of the things that I've done. It's an indie film. It's a little dark. It hits upon a lot of the emotional nerves. it kind of visits something that's not talked about a lot. They're a couple that they get together. They fall deeply in love with each other. They get to the point where they become almost codependent on each other. And it, at first it looks like a good thing. And then it gets to the point where they realize that they start to resent each other through this codependence. And, drug abuse ensues, emotional abuse ensues. And there's definitely physical abuse, but it really comes down to the emotional abuse that it's not talked about a lot. We talk about physical abuse, but really the stuff that lingers in a relationship is when two people, go through something, and then that it lasts for years after the emotional turmoil that the couple went through. So it's a fun-filled comedy that it's definitely it's a truth, it's about relationships and the dark side, the good side, and it just follows this couple and going through all their trials and tribulations. And it's, it was a really fun movie to make, and I think it's going to be great.
Now, when is it predicted to be released?
We're not sure yet. We're submitting it to festivals. We're hoping within the next 2 months that it's going to, get through the festivals and start being distributed. So we're fingers crossed on that one.
Now, I got a chance to watch the trailer the other day for the first time, and man, it looks amazing. I mean, pretty dark and intense, actually.
Yeah, that little teaser that they put out looks really, I'm really excited to see that. I haven't even seen the full version. I keep on texting her. She's with my management company, Bohemia, and so that's how it was kind of like in a family kind of thing that we put this together. And I'm so excited. I keep on bothering her all the time to just see a clip or two. Yeah. So yeah, can't wait.
Oh. You know what that sound means. It's time to play Chris's game challenge of the day. We're going to be playing Would You Rather with Aaron Schwartz. Aaron, are you ready to play the game?
I don't know. I think the connection is kind of connection's cutting out a little. No, yeah, I got you, man. Let's go. I can do this.
Aaron, would you rather have Cheeto fingers the rest of your life or have to poop out a potato just once?
Poop out a potato? Wow. Where'd you come up with this question, man? This is a rough question because that's Cheeto fingers for the rest of my life. Poop out a potato. Poop out a potato because it only happens once. Bounce back. Our bodies are amazing. They bounce back from things like that. Not that I know, but I'm just saying.
Would you rather have X-ray vision or supersonic hearing?
Supersonic hearing. I mean, there's you get after a while. What are you going to see? You're going to see the same thing over and over again. So yeah, supersonic hearing. Then you can always eavesdrop, and yeah, you can get everything done with supersonic hearing. X-ray vision's fun probably for a week, and then you're just like, oh, I've seen you naked 30 times. I'm good with that.
Would you rather eat boogers or have to lick the bottom of your shoe?
I still eat boogers. Is that a problem? No? So you know my answer.
Would you rather smell like eggs when you burp or have a green cloud appear when you fart?
I would probably say the burp smelling like eggs, because I don't want, once in a while you want to throw an SBD out in the room and just kind of crop dust it around, hope nobody knows it's you.
Would you rather smell like poop and not know it, or constantly be smelling poop that nobody else can smell?
Does my manager know that I'm doing this interview? I don't know. No, I'm just playing. Would I rather smell like poop or what? What was the other question?
Would you rather smell like poop and not know it, or constantly be smelling poop that nobody else can smell?
Constantly smelling poop that nobody else can smell. Because at the end of the day, we hurt ourselves to look good all the time. You know what I mean? I want you to find the President of the United States and ask him these questions. I can't wait, man. I want to see some real prestigious politician and you ask him, would you rather smell poop?
All right. Would you rather sound like Gilbert Gottfried the rest of your life or eat only roadkill the rest of your life?
Is that the only imitation you can do? Do you have any more? That was a good Gilbert Gottfried. I'll answer this question if you do Christopher Walken for me one time.
Oh, dude, I cannot do Walken. I cannot do Walken very well.
I gotta hear it.
I can't, dude. I cannot do Walken. I'm sorry. I wish I could, man. I'm super jealous of people who can do Walken, but I cannot do Walken very well.
There's nothing. Okay. Would I rather? Sorry, what was the question? I just love the Gilbert Gottfried imitation. It's amazing.
Would you rather sound like Gilbert Gottfried the rest of your life or eat only roadkill the rest of your life?
Oh, sound like Gilbert Gottfried. Man made so much money sounding like that. I'd bring it back. Oh yeah.
I think I'd go with that one as well. Well, Aaron, I hope you had as much fun with that game as I did, and I just want to say thank you so much for being a guest on Chris's Arcade.
Yeah.
Now tell everyone where we can follow you at online.
You can follow me at on Instagram, Aaron Schwartz 11. So it's at Aaron Schwartz 11. On Twitter, Aaron Schwartz 11 as well. Pretty easy. Aaron Schwartz 11 for anything. Just search it, and I'll be there.
Thanks again, Aaron, so much for taking the time to be on the show.
Thanks for having me.
I can't thank you enough, my man.
Awesome. It was fun.
See you later, man.
All right, brother.
How cool is that? How cool is that? Aaron Schwartz, the Mighty Ducks. Jerry from Heavyweights. Come on, that was awesome. I want to know what your guys' favorite 90s films are. Please comment below. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. We got some more great shows coming your way. I'm Chris, signing out.
A lot of poop questions. Strange amount of poop questions. Where's your brain going?
I'm crazy.